The transition to democracy in South Africa was marked by deep political tension. Many died during this time. On the 7th of September 1992, 28 protesters and one Sky Defence Force soldier died when members of the CDF opened fire on thousands of people who were marching to Bhisho to demand that the Sky becomes part of South Africa. More than 200 people were injured and wounded. Ndembeko Mafa from KwaMaqoma, formerly Fort Beaufort, was only 22 years at the time. He was hit by a bullet and lost his ability to walk.
I had a feeling of something hitting me on my left-hand side, on my upper body of my body, and then all of a sudden I fell, and then I tried, to stand up because I didn't lose the consciousness. I tried to, but I could not, and I did look around, and then I saw just a small spot of blood on my left part of my body, on my upper body. And I tried, but I could not. Then I cried for help. Some of our comrades who were next to me, they responded me. Then there were other guys who were down, And then all of a sudden, they managed to take me to a vehicle which were collecting some of us.
Former SABC reporter Phila Ngumba was covering the march. He still can't believe that he miraculously dodged the bullets flying around that day.
I don't know how we survived. We were a group of journalists who were leading, who were in front of the march, and those guys opened fire. What saved us was that there was a ditch along this road. We went for that ditch for 15 minutes. And when we got up, we realized that it was a war situation. People were lying dead, screaming, and we didn't know what to do. We were shocked, all of us.
But the carnage did not deter Ngumba from reporting, informing the world of what transpired.
Our newsrooms, our various newsrooms were expecting news from us to report. We were shaking and shocked, but we had to do what was expected of us to do, that of covering this event. I was really shocked for a week to realize that people were just killed like flies by armed soldiers, innocent protesters, I was numb, I must say, because all of us were not expecting.
30 years later, another tragedy hit the Eastern Cape province. 21 patrons died at the Enyobeni Tavern in Scenery Park in East London in June 2022. SABC reporter Abongile Yankees remembers the day as if it was yesterday.
My life, it's one of those stories which I pick up as one of the most traumatic and one of the most emotional stories that we've ever covered here in the East London region of the SABC. And even today, those memories still linger on my mind. I remember one of the parents crying, saying that one of his child made it home, but he can't find his daughter, and unfortunately, she perished too here at Enyobeni Tavern.
The public broadcaster continues to follow developments around this story as families of the victims search for answers as to what happened to their children. An inquest is underway to determine accountability for the tragedy.
Emotionally, it's still quite terrible 3 years on, but I still remember those young children who lost their lives here. It's been quite a traumatic experience having to cover this story. Even the emotions from the parents, I did sometimes struggle to even sleep at night because it kept on ringing on my mind what had happened here.
We still believe that there are still other people who are still supposed to come and give their witnesses. For an example, the Buffalo City municipality, about how they gave the owners of Enyobeni, allowed them to run a tavern into to that particular place. We are still waiting for the people pathologists to give us more about the results. That we do have them, but we are not clear. We still need more explanation about them. So that on its own, it clearly shows that the case is dragging, and we still have to be patient, which is why we are here today. We are here today to pray from God so that she can give us energy so that we can be able to walk this long walk that we are anticipating.
SABC News will continue its coverage of major events with the accuracy and empathy required, and in doing so, record the history of the country for future generations. Lubabalo Dada, SABC News, Eastern Cape.